Hello students, I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to study a new chapter of your book, that is lesson 7, decimals. Let us see what are the new things this year in your chapter decimals. So the contents that we are going to cover are concept of decimal, expansion of decimal, like and unlike decimal, adding and subtracting decimal, multiplying decimal, dividing decimal, uses of decimal, and various other important points. So what are decimals? A decimal is a part of whole. Decimal fractions are fractions with 10, 100, 1000, etc. in denominator can be represented as decimal numbers. Decimal is a dot that goes after the ones column. Okay, you can think about money, 77 rupees 50 paise. So here we write it as 7.50. Okay, now we can see here decimal with the help of place value chart. In order to use decimal, you have to understand place value. You can see to the left of decimal all the numbers are whole. So, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. They are represented by ones, tens, 100, 1000 as we move towards left. But when we will move towards right, you can see the numbers 5, 6, 7, 8, they are written after decimal and the numbers are whole number. To the right of decimal, all the numbers are like fractions. One thing more, after decimal, the place value starts with tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, and so it continues like this. Then again you can see 100,000s, then millions. So the numbers after decimal are 5, 6, 7, 8 and they represent their place value accordingly. Like 5 tenths if I say, then it means 5 by 10. If I say 6 hundredths, then it means 6 by 100 or 0.06. Similarly, we will do for other numbers too. Expansion of decimal. The expansion of decimal part of any given number is just similar to expansion of whole part of given number. That is, decimal part of given number is also expanded according to its place value. For example, write the expansion of 7286.45. So now we will expand the number that is before decimal 7286 according to their place value, 7000 plus 200 plus 80 plus 6, and the part after decimal, that is known as decimal part, we are going to expand according to their value. 4, that is represented by 1/10, so we will write 4 by 10. 5, that is represented by 1/100, so we will write 5 by 100. Like decimals. Decimals having the same number of decimal places are called like decimal. Example, 5.36, 3.89, 0.84, 8.60. Now you can see in all these examples, there are 2 decimal places, or you can say there are 2 digits after decimal. Unlike decimal. Decimal having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Example, 12.65, 8.369, 0.23, 0.45, 0.7. Here you can see the decimal places or the digits after decimal in each case are of different number. That is, in first case there are 2 digits after decimal, in second case there are 3 digits after decimal, and in last you can see there is only 1 digit after decimal. So they represent unlike decimals. Okay, adding and subtracting decimals. You have to add the tens to tens, the hundreds to hundreds, and so on. Students, as we were doing in case of simple numbers that you can see without decimal, like adding the numbers according to the place value, here also we are going to add the numbers according to their place value. The only thing is that we have to put number correctly according to their place value, keeping in mind the decimal. Let us add 43.67 plus 8.45. So you can see first I have put the decimal below decimal and then I have written the digits exactly according to their place value. 7 plus 5 gives us 12, 1 carried to the next digit. 6 plus 4 plus carried 1 gives us 11, again 1 carried to the next digit. 4 plus 8 gives us 12, 1 carried to the next digit, and it becomes 1 plus 4, 5. Your answer is 52.12. Let us subtract. When you subtract, you may have to annex zeros to the larger number so you can borrow. Okay, here we are going to subtract 28.38 from 42.96. Again, first we will write the numbers according to the place value, decimal below decimal, and digits according to the place value below similar digits. So 6 you can see is smaller than 8, so we will borrow 1 from 9 and it becomes 16. 16 minus 8 gives 8. Then here 8 minus 3 gives us 5. Again 2 is smaller than 8, so we will borrow 1 from 4. 12 minus 8 gives us 4 and 3 minus 2 gives us 1. Your answer is 14.58. Multiplying decimal. After you multiply the numbers, you are ready to put your decimal in place. First point, count the number of digits behind the decimal in both the multiplied numbers. Put that many total digits behind the decimal in your answer. Example 1. 2.6 into 14. Let us see. First we will simply multiply the number, that is 14 into 26. You can assume 2.6 has to be 26. So if we will multiply simply, we will know that our answer is 364. Okay, now how to put decimal? You will count in both cases in 26 and 14 that how many digits are written after decimal. You can see there is only one digit after decimal. So in your product also, you will put decimal from right side after one digit. Now your answer is 36.4. Now let us multiply the second example, that is 27.8 into 0.57. Again you will multiply simply. At the side you can do simple multiplication, that is 278 into 57. And then you will write the decimal. First you will see how many decimal are there in both the numbers 27.8 and 0.57. How many decimals are there? So there is one decimal in 27.8, there is one decimal part, that is one digit after decimal. In 0.57 there is two digit after decimal, that means there are two decimal part. So total you have got 3 digits after decimal. Now in your product you will count from right 3 digit and then you will place your decimal. If answer does not have enough digits, you will have to put 0 between the decimal and first number. Now here you can see we are going to multiply 0.12 and 0.39. After multiplying we have got 468. But there are 4 digits after decimal in 0.12 and 0.39. So now we will count the number of digits from right in the product. We have only 3 digits. How to make 4 digits from the right? So at the fourth place you will put 0 and then you will put your decimal. So your answer is 0.0468. Dividing decimals. So here when we have to divide any decimal, the rules regarding this are, dividing decimal is not like dividing whole numbers, but we need a way to get the decimals in the right place in the answer. Ignore the decimal point and divide the decimal like a whole number. Add zeros to the dividend as necessary. Insert the decimal point in question so that it has correct number of decimal places. Okay, so here you can see your dividend is 43.128 and your divisor is 12. First we will find the multiple of 12 that should be less than 43 or equal to 43. So we all know 12 3s are 36 and now we will subtract 36 from 43. 7 will be left. Now you can see after 43 there is no other digit before decimal. So you will put the decimal in your quotient. Now you will bring down 1. Now again you will find the multiple of 12 that should be less than 71 or equal to 71. So we know 12 5s are 60. Now after subtracting 60 from 71 we got 11. Again you will bring down the digit, that is 2. Now again the multiple of 12, 9s are times, that is 108, and you will subtract 108 from 112. Here you will be left with 4 and now you have to bring the last digit down, that is 8. Now we all know 12 4s are 48 and so remainder is 0 and you have got your quotient as 3.594. Now let us see dividing a decimal by decimal number. Some of the rules regarding this are: make the divisor into a whole number by moving the decimal point to the right. Count how many places the decimal point moves. Move the decimal point in the dividend the same number of places to the right. Add zeros to the right of dividend if necessary before moving the decimal point. Follow the steps for dividing a decimal by a whole number. Suppose we have to divide 8.64 by 2.4. So you can see here in your divisor there is one decimal place or one digit after decimal. So first we have to remove this decimal from the divisor. So we will divide it. You can see we have to divide 8.64 by 2.4. So first we will multiply 2.4 into 10 to move the decimal one place towards right. So when we are multiplying the denominator by 10, we have to multiply the numerator also 10. So now in both cases decimal will move one place towards right. The numerator, or you can say dividend, will become 86.4 and the divisor, or you can say denominator, will become 24. Hence you have got, now you can divide it on the, as you can see on the right side, we are going to divide 86.4 by 24. 24 3 is 72, 14 is left. Now there is no other digit after 6 in our question and before decimal, so we will place the decimal in the question. So now we will bring down this 4. Again we will take the multiple of 24 and you can see 6 are times and that gave us equal to 144 and our remainder is 0. Dividing a whole number by a decimal number. Make the divisor into a whole number by moving the decimal point to the right. Count how many places the decimal point moves. Perform the division. Add zeros to the right of dividend if necessary. Move the decimal point in the question the same number of places to the right. Here the example you can see, divide 24 by 0.03. So you can see here in divisor there are 2 decimal places. So now we are going to remove this decimal, that is we have to move this decimal of divisor 2 places towards right, and that is possible only by multiplication by 100. So when we are multiplying the denominator by 100, we have to also multiply the numerator by 100. In numerator you can see 24 into 100 gives us 2400 and in denominator you can see it gives us 3. You can directly cancel it. 3 8s are 24 and then at last 00 and your answer is 800. What are the uses of decimal? Money is the one way we use decimals every day, but decimals are used for more than just money. Decimal shows part of wholes in division of tens, hundreds or thousands. Decimals are a pretty convenient way to represent fractional values. We use decimal numbers while dealing with weight, length and money. Here are some of the important points related to this chapter that you all need to understand. A decimal has 2 parts, whole number part and decimal part. Putting any number of zeros to the extreme right side of decimal part does not change the decimal number. Wherever required, we insert 0 to get the same number of decimal places. When you multiply a number by 10, we shift decimal point one place to the right. When you multiply a number by 100, we shift the decimal point 2 places to the right. Thank you students. I hope you all have understood the various things regarding decimal.